Live for me. There we go. Now
There
we're
we
live.
go.
So yeah, just give it a couple of seconds. So welcome everyone. Hopefully there's a few people watching. This is the Fank Games It's Friday stream, where basically we're going to spend the next couple of hours playing video games. I'm joined today by a bunch of different people. Let me first introduce myself. So I'm Dr. Kieran Hicks. I am the program lead for the Games Computing program at the University of Lincoln. And I'm going to pass over to Olivier.
Hello everyone. My name is Oliver Simanesik. I am a games lecturer at the University of Lincoln, and I'm teaching a hell lot. Sorry, swearing, not swearing already. It's Friday. I know it's chill. That's a good start for the stream. Well done, Oliver. And I'm teaching a lot of programming, a lot of C++, a lot of C#, a lot of games algorithms. And I'm going to hand over to Phil now.
Yeah, so I'm not yet Dr. Phil. I will be eventually. Yeah. So I
Gonna
teach.
get a TV show.
Yeah, exactly. I only want it for the lab coat, right? So yeah. I teach on the games computing degree, usually stuff like procedural content and graphics and sort of technology stuff. Renata.
Hello everyone. I'm Dr. Renata Delia, or Dr. Love, because I do love in games and human-computer interaction. I teach game design, game research, and I also design games for research. So yeah, that's me.
Dr. Love. It's always
Fantastic.
A good
Yeah, exactly. We've got Dr. Love here. What can go wrong? So the point of this stream essentially is for you, the viewers, to get to know some of the academics at Lincoln. So ideally, if you have any questions about the course, about what it's like to study games, what it's like to study games in the computer science department, if you have any kind of questions around what modules we teach, what kind of assessment strategies we use, if you're interested in that, the outcomes of our students, right? Where do our graduates end up? We're happy to answer all those questions. If you have questions you just want to ask each academic, like you're curious of Renata's Dr. Love and where that's come from, then feel free to ask that as well. The point is this should be nice and casual. We're just going to play some games, and hopefully you're going to ask some questions. And if no one does, we're probably just going to chat amongst ourselves about numerous things.
It's fun because every time you say Dr. Love, for me, it feels like there's a jingle missing in the background. Dr. Love.
Need some kind of disco beat going on. Yeah.
I think it should be an evil laughter, like ha 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 ha.
How did you get the pants, Renata, out of interest? My guys.
Are you talking about the game, I hope?
The real world pants.
Have the pants. It's just wrong.
There's the hunger icon.
Oh, right. Yeah. I see it.
Yeah, there should be some customization options already available for people who haven't played. So, as you can probably see, we've currently got Fall Guys up as the game we're going to play to begin with. So some of us have played Fall Guys before. Some of us on the stream haven't. So it's going to be an interesting, diverse skill set of Fall Guys. People that haven't seen this game before, actually, it's quite an interesting game, in that it's kind of a similar game to Takeshi's Castle. If people have seen that show, I don't know if that show still airs. Has anyone seen that aired on TV?
Oh yes,
the last 10 years?
It's still there.
Yeah, does it still exist?
Probably on replay for the next 100 years.
Yeah. Where you play as these little bean characters, and you basically have to get to the end of the level, racing against a bunch of other players. I think typically there's around 60 players in a level. And so there's some nice kind of fun harassment and griefing opportunities, which is something I know I've been discussing recently with Renata and Phil, because I'm quite fond of playful griefing in games. So we'll make sure to see some of that in this game at least. But yeah, I think if everyone's ready, let's start.
Should we introduce who we are for the viewer? Because
that's a really good idea. Yeah. So right. Go on, Olivier.
I'd like to introduce myself as the fancy name of Socks Streamer 3, because I'm currently using one of the university Steam accounts. And as you can see, even though I played Fallout Guys a lot before, I'm only using a level 1 costume. So keep an eye out on the fancy guy with the fancy hat, Socks Streamer 3.
Is there no way to change your name?
You'd have to change the Steam name, but let's keep it to Socks.
You can't even change the Steam name anymore. I don't think. I think it's now
a premium feature, is it?
It's based on your Epic name now.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you can just change your Epic ID willy-nilly. I think maybe you
I
can.
do like-
You have to get
I
a
do
loot
like
box
when
from
people-
Fortnite.
I would
but
prefer
yeah,
people to cheer me as Sock Streamer
As Sock
free.
Streamer
Go
free.
for it.
yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't know if
Love
you
you,
even-
can
Sock
go for it.
Streamer free.
I'm not even Sock Streamer. I'm just Sock Stream.
Yeah, no, you got a
Oh,
different naming convention for some reason, Renata.
You're the original Sock Streamer then.
Yeah, so we've got Renata is the bean on the far left on the screen that's currently being displayed as Sockstream1. I'm in the middle as Nakash. I get to be fortunate enough to use my own account for this, so I get to have all my nice.
Oh no,
nice,
you get to
customization
show off that
options.
you've been playing for 40 plus
Well-
hours, 400 hours, or even more.
I don't think I've played for more than 5 hours, if we're being honest.
Oh.
Someone can check my Steam profile and we'll figure it out. I've not played this game since it originally launched, so I'm definitely gonna be rusty. But
That's
I remember
what you
enjoying
said
it.
last time, and you ended up getting a crown in the first run.
Yeah. That's not going to happen today, I assure you. And then, yeah, Phil, are you your Sock Streamer too? I assume.
I'm Sock Streamer true default blue guy with the
Blue with some
little,
lightnings.
lightning things.
Good. Okay. So, is everyone ready
yeah.
to go?
So let's start. A quick question to the chat, since we do have a couple of viewers. Are people still playing this game? Are people enjoying this game? Are people played
Yeah, I
it
have no idea.
before? Don't be afraid to say hello in the chat as well and tell us if you played this. And if you happen to be in the game at the same time as us, you could even try to stream snipe us and try to join us. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the most tricky games to Steam strike. Sorry, to Steam snipe.
Stream snipe, yes.
There's not a lot of advantage you get from seeing where we are positioned in the game at any time.
You get to appear on screen and do a little emote and just make fun out of us.
Of course. So yeah, I've seen we've got a couple of new viewers. So yeah, for the people that have just joined, welcome. This is the Thank Games It's Friday stream with some of the games academics at Lincoln. Please feel free to chuck any questions you have around what it's like to study games at Lincoln. Anything related to games in general, we're happy to answer. We're open and we're just going to be chatting and playing games for the next couple of hours. So yeah,
Yep.
welcome to the stream.
Don't be afraid to chuck your question in the chat. There's no wrong questions. There's no right questions. I'm always happy to answer anything. Stuff like, what is it like, Oliver, to study games programming?
We'll see if
Oh.
there's a wrong question. There might be.
Yes.
So yeah, again, I think Renata / Dr. Love on the stream has never played this game before, so we'll be seeing how she does in this round. I
This
think
is
everyone
literally my
else has.
second time playing.
Oh,
So,
we're
yeah.
playing one after the other.
So we'll
today.
Basically, just
Oh, hang
run.
on. Oh no, my controller's not on.
Oh,
That's a
but it's
fantastic
Oh,
start.
goddamn.
Woo!
Oh, goddamn. Oh, I'm
there we go,
already
right.
there.
Check my controls in.
Oh, Kieran, you noob.
Yeah, I didn't even have my controller on. So what does that say?
I'm literally already last.
Oh no. Who's? No, I don't think you are, Phil. I think I'm last.
Point last.
Oh, I could also. No.
So yeah, for people that haven't seen this game before, basically there's a fixed amount of people that can basically pass through each round. So that number in the top right corner of the screen is how many people can qualify each time. And so you have to get to the end before that number's met. So at least right now, I've made it through. We'll just have a look who else has made it through.
I was eliminated.
Oh,
Eliminated.
we already lost 2 streamers.
Okay, so wow, it was their first time.
It's the first time. Shall we continue? Yes, let's continue.
Yeah, we
So,
continue.
Phil,
Yeah.
you can tell us a little bit about the background of this game, because you probably recognize which engine it has been written in.
Ooh, good. Yeah, like nice segue. Yeah, actually, this is owned by Epic now, weirdly enough. So this was a company called Mediatonic, if I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they made this game in Unreal Engine 4, and then Epic saw how popular it was and bought them. So now they're making more games in Unreal Engine 5, I guess. Yeah, so we do obviously do development in Unreal Engine and other engines. Other engines are available.
So here's a question. Like obviously, like this is a networked game, so obviously that's quite a nice advantage of Unreal, right? In that it gives you very easy access to kind of networking. How hard do you think something like this, like in terms of networking, would be, Phil, to kind of make in Unreal Engine? Oh, I fell off.
Interestingly enough, there's actually a guy who did recreate this entire game on YouTube. If you go on YouTube, you'll find, like, if you look for Fall Guys Unreal Engine or something, some guy recreated it, and I think it was like a few hours. Obviously doing the art and stuff.
Yeah, regardless of the art. And
Basically, the basics of this game you could probably recreate in like a day if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
you could
impressive.
say
Right?
that about any game, though.
Well, the point is that it's simple enough that basically the physics engine does a lot of the work for you, and Unreal Engine's sort of networking's nice and
Exactly.
nice and
That was the point I was trying to get across.
So they've chosen the ideal game to make with the engine, really.
Yeah. Like Unreal Engine's so good for its networking out the box.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of my favorite things about that engine. As someone that's basically quite a lot of experience with Unity, really trying to do any networking in Unity is quite a hassle to begin with.
Yeah, well, they've chosen different sort of ways of doing it over the years, and that's become a bit of an issue. But yeah, this is almost perfect for that kind of thing. There's a lot of people stood at the end there.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they're just
we
waiting
were all
to kind
doing
of
in
grief.
rows, yes.
Oh, right, okay.
And doing
You
silly
made it
rows.
through,
two
Olivia.
both through
I
to
am
the next
through,
round. Ooh,
Good day.
impressive.
So no pressure, Kieran, but you've got people watching your stream.
Yeah, Kieran's going to be number one now, clearly, after his semi-pro status.
I feel like Phil has a very idealized version of how good I am at games. I'm shockingly bad, frankly.
Well, no, but you got
Oh,
past
oh,
2
yeah.
rounds, which is way better than anything I've ever managed to do. So, you know,
I'm sure by the end of the stream,
there's
you'll
a sort
be
of
past,
relative,
at
there's a
least one
relative.
round.
Yeah.
So I've got to count the fruits. So it's 5 o'clock. I've been counting and doing programming all day with students. Now they're asking me to count stuff.
I've not seen this one before.
I've not
No,
seen this
I-
one before. What do you do?
Right, this
I'll just follow the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
One,
don't do
2,
that.
3,
Oh, that's gone badly.
3.
4. I see 4.
Oh, 4, yeah. Wait, what?
Avoid rising slime.
I'm so confused.
How do I know which number to go on?
Oh, you have to go on the platform that's the fruit number.
Stand on the answer. I don't
What?
see any number.
No,
What?
I,
What the?
Kieran.
I felt so what happened there is a classic social dilemma where I gave in to the peer pressure of the other
So
people.
did I. So did I. But I
Like,
expected.
I
numbers.
thought I was on the right answer. Like I thought it was on the correct answer, and I jumped when so many other people were on the other one. What a mistake to make. So I think are we all out? Is that everyone?
Yeah,
out?
we're all out. I'm out.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Oh, is the frame rate kind of choppy? That's not ideal. I'll tell you what, we will see. Yeah, thanks for letting us know.
I switched to mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that does look a little bit less choppy, yes. Hey, thanks for telling us. Thank you, the binary overload, aka Phil. Phil, no, aka
No,
Will.
that's
Sorry,
Will,
sorry,
that's
sorry,
Will, surely.
Will.
Because
Phil.
I'm Phil.
So I'm returning to the main menu.
Yep. And so
I
hopefully everyone's going to be back in the main menu.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's
I got a new costume.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are we going back to the main menu, are we?
Yeah. So we'll go back to the main menu. We'll try again and we'll see how many people can make it through that first round again. Yeah, let us know how the stream is now that we've swapped to Olivier. It's currently running at nearly 240 frames on my computer at least, but I assume there's some issue with how
it's always the
StreamYard's then
stream,
actually
yes.
streaming that,
Yep.
sadly.
Well, I'm currently rotating my character on my second PC. It looks fluid-ish.
So feel free to click ready when everyone is ready.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's
It's you.
all right. Let's go. Number 2. Attempt number 2, people. In the voice chat, who are you cheering for? Are you cheering for Kieran, Oliver,
In the
Phil,
voice chat?
or Dr. Law? Voice chat, yes.
Yeah,
voice
what voice chat?
There's no voice chat, yes. So I'm used to other streams nowadays. It's like, hey, listeners, if you're listening to this, tell us in the voice
Hey,
chat.
lovers.
Tip 15 bits for who you're supporting.
Thank you, Will. Will says it looks better, still a touch choppy on the side, but it is better.
Yeah, curious.
Oh, interesting. You can see my mouse pointer. Cheer for this guy. Wait, what? Somebody stole my costume. Fair.
No,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
right.
steal
Renata got her own costume.
it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but I still have my nice pants on.
Ooh.
I'm
Hello, all.
just gonna drop loads of money and buy the nicest costume.
Currently in the chat, we've got the Binary Overlord. We've got Legit Doritos.
Ooh,
It's
nice
and
nicknames.
we've got Alien Stuff. Hello, Alien Stuff.
Thankfully, we've not got illegitimate Doritos. That would be an issue.
That would be unacceptable.
Oh hell!
Oh dear, that means people are watching me now.
Oh yeah, the pressure's off of me. Finally, I can perform optimally.
Oh dear,
What
that's
does
bad.
safe do?
Balls.
More bad.
So I guess a question for legit Doritos, mainly because I'm now curious and think about Doritos whilst being moderately hungry. What's your favorite
we're not-
flavor of Doritos?
We're not sponsored by Doritos,
The
just
chili one.
but we could be.
we could be.
Oh,
We definitely want to be. Oh no, I was off. Oh,
Oh god, I've been pummeled by the balls at the end there. Right, I've qualified at least so I can pay attention. See how Olivier's doing.
where am I?
I don't think that's what I'd expect to hear.
no.
Chili heatwave gang.
No.
I'm more of a cool Doritos person, frankly.
Oh,
I'm chilly.
So,
Eliminated
for the
again.
people who just joined us, we were supposed to discuss academic stuff, but we decided to discuss Doritos instead.
It's the curse of streaming at this time of day. All I can focus on right now is how hungry I am. And for instance, right,
Yep,
I brought a snack box because I'm notorious for
Oh.
getting hungry.
the snack
You
You
box
didn't bring
is
them for everybody
fine.
though.
I did
Oh,
not
wow.
bring. I brought enough fudge and a crunchy Nature Valley bar for myself and no one else.
So, if you want to feed an academic, here's our way to sponsor us.
That's not my preferred
If you want
food.
to frown on Kieran's only bringing stuff for himself, leave a
Oh.
thumbs down in the chat.
Dislike the video.
Dislike.
I wasn't
Stay in
paying
the
attention
skull zone in the
to.
sky. Nor did I. I've got no clue what to do. There's a new level that I haven't seen
dear.
before.
Oh, so is this similar to a battle royale? Like you gotta
Welcome
stay
to
in the
my
zone?
world.
So yeah, did everyone pass through? By the way,
No.
no. Okay, Renata, did you
I
pass
didn't.
through?
No.
You did or didn't? Okay.
You didn't.
Oh,
just
it is
being
a
Olivia.
battle royale. Yes.
We're back in choppy video land, by the way.
I wonder why. I might try. I don't. I have no
Oh,
idea
I
what
get
we're
it.
meant to be
I
doing
get
here.
it. Basically, we have to stay inside the
Wow.
skull zone.
Oh, I
Stay
see. So
in-
surely
Yes.
we just need to hang on to one of the
Oh,
in
right. You
theory,
just hang
right,
on
if I
to the
just-
trapeze.
Yeah. Let's try.
Damn it.
Oof.
This
Ooh.
count?
Hey. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. I'm watching Kieran and it's like, well, I don't know what's going on, but it looks like he knows what he's doing.
That's where you're wrong, because I don't know what's going
Clearly,
on.
yeah,
either.
okay, maybe not quite. I probably jinxed it there. Oh,
Oh
Kieran.
god.
Ah,
The pressure's getting to me.
Jump down the right tube, maybe.
I was trying to jump onto the
It's
the
clearly you get on the
banister thingy.
trapeze, but then where's
There
that?
we go. Right. If I
There you
stay
go.
on this, am I good? Okay, I think you oh you can't
No.
stay on there forever. I see. I thought you could
Automatically
just hold
lets go,
on.
does it?
Yeah, it kicks you off. Right.
How do you hold on to something?
On controller, at least, it's triggers. Oh god.
Yeah, no controller. Anybody know what the grab button is in Fall Guys on PC?
on keyboard.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Don't you bully Will? Will might be correct occasionally. You don't know that.
Wah, wah. So, was everyone kicked or?
Yeah, I think that's all of us out. Not a particularly strong showing from
Yeah.
from us there. That's
Yeah.
okay.
But it doesn't seem that people care about us for playing video games because the discussion has really switched towards Doritos.
As you expect.
So we've got new names in the chat. We've got Bluet and Mr. Tribe. And as Ali said,
Hello,
Doritos are
everyone.
very important. So yeah, for the next stream that we're gonna do, I'm gonna ask for Doritos to stream us, and I'm gonna put Doritos in the background everywhere where Dorito clothes.
Need to get some sponsorships, Oliver.
That'd be great, but I don't want to use the word Doritos every few seconds.
Doritos and Mountain Dew apparently are a sort of killer combo.
No. That's sponsoring from anno 2010 or so. And I think the people in the stream who are watching us probably bored of those memes from when they were kids. Wait, what?
Maybe.
They're a bit
Maybe
older than
not.
that, I think.
I guess the question is are we we're going to get advertised Doritos in our YouTube adverts and Facebook adverts for the next couple of days now that we've mentioned it so many times while streaming. Like
You
it's
think they're
definitely been
actually
picked
just-
up by my phone.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet if I open up Chrome, it's going to say, "Hey, new chili Doritos for you."
Josh has joined us. Hello, Josh.
So
Yeah,
in the
I feel like
effort
we've
to-
found our theme for tonight, at least.
to slightly move off the Dorito chat just for a little bit, if that's fine for everyone. Could we maybe go through and say like what our favorite module is that we teach on?
Isn't that a bit biased? It's like, oh, I really like this module that I'm teaching.
Yeah, well, are you saying we're not biased?
Okay,
I'm
that's
definitely
curious.
biased
This
to the
module
modules
that
I
I'm
teach
teaching
on.
is great. It's the
Yeah.
best.
But you need to be able to say why it's the best. That's the tricky part.
Oh.
If not, let's see who gets knocked out in this round, and they can go first.
Exactly. Because you're asking me to focus on this to beat your.
Oh,
No,
come
not to
on, you
beat
can
your ass,
multitask.
and do some
Don't beat
stuff.
me. How dare you? Oh,
I'm guessing Renata just fell off.
dang.
Through that.
But the thing is, I know we do have a couple of students in the chat who are currently at the University of Lincoln.
Yeah, what are their favorite modules?
Please say one of my modules, so I will mention your name.
Oh no. Went off.
Right, I've passed, so I can start talking if no one
I
else
passed
wants
as
to.
well.
Oh, bragging.
All right.
Hey, qualified.
Hey, Alice.
Hey, congratulations, right.
Platform development was her, assuming it is Ali, favorite module.
Oh,
Cross-platform.
I'm
Renata,
so
did you-
proud again.
No, Renata didn't. Right, next time, Renata, it's all on you next time.
Thank you for bringing cross-platform development back. But Ali, what was your favorite module that you did? I'm not sure. If
Ali
you
did do cross.
cross-platform
Yeah, she did.
development. Oh, she
Yes,
did.
you mentioned
100%.
cross-platform dev.
Yeah.
Even though you want cross-platform development, says Ali. Woo! Has any of one of us taught on cross-platform development? No,
no,
not I. So it is
No.
tricky for us to discuss what it is. But as the name suggests, it's
I
all
can talk about it a little bit. I have
Yeah,
I have
that'd be great,
some
yes.
knowledge as program lead on what that module entails at least. Obviously, yeah. So next year will be a new iteration of that module, so it's going to be changed a little bit based on the changes in mobile development. But what cross-platform dev focuses on is basically creating and developing an app that's in one environment that will be deployed to multiple different things. So creating an app in something like I can't think of the Microsoft Studio now. It's got a name, and I'm sure Ali's going to be able to tell me in the chat. The Microsoft Cross-Platform Studio that I can't remember the name of. I'm also trying to play the game, so I'm flummoxing here. But yeah, basically creating an app in that you then deploy to a couple of devices at once, right? So you deploy to like iOS and Android, because that's a fairly common thing you have to do, as a developer. But it's actually a bit trickier than people might realize. So because there's a lot of different kind of functions that those two phones have. Right, let me focus on getting through this level. And I'll let someone else talk because I don't like losing, and I'm worried I'm going to lose.
Come on, everybody, push. A block. Oh, damn
I
it.
think I can report you. What happens when I report you?
This used to be one of my favorite levels, and now like
This level
not-
didn't exist when I played.
No, it did. I'm pretty sure. we
No,
played
this
it.
wasn't a launch level. 100%.
This feels like you're kind of riding on everybody else's effort.
Oh
Well,
no!
Come on, minions, push. Oh, that's
Oh,
Xamarin. Yeah, thank you, Will, for filling in with my game brain. Yeah, Xamarin Studio is the development environment that you can use to do cross-platform development.
So, since we're not even passing round 3, I guess let's restart again.
Yeah, so is that everyone out again? Man, we are
Yes,
not good at this game.
we're gonna get there. It's because people in the chat are not supporting us. I expected somebody to say games programming as their favorite module, something that I'm teaching on, but I can't even count on my own students. Disgusting. Come on,
It's fine,
Josh.
we can root for Renata to get past the first level this time round.
There you go.
Imagine being
I think
games
I'm
computing
the
lecturers and not
loudest
being good at
player.
games.
Surprisingly, Will, there's no correlation between teaching how to make games and being good at games.
To be fair, I blame the game. It's not me.
It's always easy blaming others. Yeah.
If this was like a first-person shooter with like Twitch reactions, I'd be there.
If it
I would
was
not
a
be
very
there.
slow point and click, I think I would be very good at it.
Right, so
Yeah,
let's
to be
just quickly,
fair, I would probably have a better chance of point and click.
I blame
redesign
Will.
guys quickly.
People in the chat blame Will for us not playing well, and I agree.
I do as well, yeah. I think that's probably...
Yep. Will, come on, you're the.
I'm blaming the fact that I haven't got a nice costume.
That's it. You're not blinged up. You've not got the drip, as the kids
Yeah,
would say nowadays.
it's really not. It's
No
not
drip, no
acceptable.
wins.
Is it because I've not paid money? Is that it?
That's it. Your character actually moves faster.
I think
if you
all of
do
these
it.
guys that are doing well are just pay to win, right?
That's
you
what we
do
can
that?
tell ourselves. No, you can't, Renata. But we can pretend that's the case to alleviate our own lack of skill.
4-player Monkey Island free speed run.
Can you multiplayer Monkey
Monkey
Island?
Island 3's being free to play on Amazon in May. Sorry, free
Actually,
on Amazon. So we should definitely play that.
By the way, it's been saying waiting for players for quite a
yeah,
while.
no,
now.
we've been stuck quite a while there.
Say you're spectating, you two.
Yeah,
I've got
Me and Phil are
spectating.
ready.
Oh, okay. Not everyone's in the game. That's why.
Oh,
Right.
I thought you guys went back to the main menu. My
No,
bad.
I think we're too quick to ready up and get back in.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah,
You have
we're
to
there.
I was
trying to
changing my
win.
costume and it didn't
Yeah.
have any options. So
In which case, I think we might have to alt F4 out of this.
really?
I reckon. Yeah, like so both me and Olivia are basically stuck in limbo.
Oh,
Oh,
oh dear. That's not good, is it?
I think
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
live.
fix that.
It says you're spectating.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we'll restart the game. Don't worry.
we lost Olivia.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Kieran.
Hello,
Well,
Peter.
they've both got the posh costumes anyway. So how did you get the chicken feathers thing then,
I
Renata?
jumped 5 times, I think.
Oh, right, okay. That hard, and I still
Wow.
haven't managed to achieve it.
That's a tricky achievement to get.
You like the simplest operation 5 times, and Phil basically can't do it. I'm sorry, people. I'm
So
just
yeah, I
not,
think
not Fall Guys ready.
once once I've loaded my game back up, I might have to invite you all again due to Steam's funny shenanigans. We'll see. We'll see if it chucks us in a party or not.
Mm.
Yeah, no, okay, right. Brace for invites from me.
Ooh.
Right, I've sent everyone an invite. You'll need to tab into Steam to accept it. whoever Sock Streamer 3 is on the ball.
Hello and welcome to Sock Streamer 3 stream.
Oh, Phil, you're kind of yes, Phil doesn't have the costume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of letting the team down. It almost looks like I've got 3 minions.
I'll jump as many times as possible in the next match.
Can you try and jump, please?
I'm sure I jumped like 100 times then.
Maybe it wasn't that, but I have a set of challenges on the right side of the screen. And
Okay, well, I'll try and.
By the way,
no,
we do have a really good question in the chat.
Yeah, I love that question.
For once. Yes, so do I. We're not going to answer it. So next question is that.
What's the question?
So Will, aka the Binary Overlord, he asked, "What is a module that the University of Lincoln, especially the School of Computer Science, currently doesn't teach that you'd like to teach that you think is an up and coming topic?" Oh, that's a very, very good question.
I've got a quick answer at least for this.
Yep.
So I think obviously, you know, the buzz of cloud computing and kind of cloud development is very much everywhere in computer science at the moment, right? And we're seeing it a lot. We're seeing a massive demand for people with cloud development skill sets. What we've seen more recently in the games industry, at least, is them also moving over to lots of cloud-based development. But there's not that many games people that have that cloud skill set currently. So I think a module that teaches cloud development with a games context is something I definitely love to teach. Certainly an up-and-coming topic.
Yeah, definitely. Games as a service is definitely a thing. So yeah, I agree with that. So mine would be obviously the machine learning AI part of that same kind of thing. So I see that it's a bit of a weird one because the games industry hasn't necessarily adopted it properly itself, but there's certainly more jobs in that area now. So machine learning for games.
Yeah. I think one interesting thing about the games industry, and yeah, I assume Phil will probably agree with this as well, or if not, you can disagree and we can have a discussion about it. But typically, like the games industry is fairly slow to adapt to new technology. Normally, it kind of permeates every other industry first, and then games goes, "Oh, that might be useful," and then they start using it. I think we've seen that with cloud at least.
Yeah, they adopt things when somebody else has proven their worth.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, but weirdly enough, the games industry has. So there's loads of different industries using games technology, but games themselves don't necessarily. They don't adopt the things that all of these other sectors are using. So you can see that there's loads of industries using games engines for things like VR and AR and all of those kind of things. And they're using that in their industry.
Sorry to interrupt you, Phil. Renata, did you pass through?
What does my face look like?
I just wanted to check. Okay.
Big grumpy. I forgot to jump.
Next time we've got it. Sorry, Phil, continue. I just needed to check on Renata.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, we're just saying that like the games industry is a bit of a weird one because the games industry is slow to adopt some of the things, and yet other industries adopting games have adopted those things. So it's kind of different industries are chasing different objectives, I guess.
Now, a good example would be this uses the Unreal Engine, and you've probably seen in the game news that was it TT Games, the makers of Lego. Of all the Lego games, they're going to ditch their home engine after 15 years of use, and they're going to use the Unreal Engine instead. Just showing that after a long time, they decide to adopt and use a modern technology instead of something homegrown that doesn't really work nowadays anymore.
Does anybody know what we're supposed to be doing, by the way?
Not getting kicked out of the arena.
Not getting kicked out, yes.
Yeah, so dodge the rhinos. I'm surprised actually, Phil. I thought you would have mentioned, kind of the virtual production angle as well, right? That's currently happening. Oh God, I'm out. I'm gone. This game sucks.
Kieran Rich,
surprisingly not as bad as I usually do, which is kind of strong. Oh no, said it too early.
Too soon.
As soon as I mentioned that, was not doing too badly.
Right, so is it just Olivia that survived?
Ah.
Who,
Okay,
who can
so-
tell? It just looks like the guy with the chicken feathers on his head.
Are we rooting for Olivier to fail or to succeed?
Well,
Skill, skill,
Wow, Renata, you
skill.
didn't even wait half a second
Skill.
before saying that.
oh, well, if it's any consolation, only 4 people qualified.
Ooh,
Seriously?
yeah.
Wow, right, so
Really?
just-
Hey, Oliver.
right, and Olivier is one of those.
I
Fantastic.
think we should keep with this because obviously he's made it to that level of.
Oh, yeah, yeah, no,
I'm not
exactly.
going to quit now.
Yeah,
come
we're
on.
gonna root for him to fall off.
I'm going to stop my stream because that's getting too much. Oh, this one's tricky, but quite fun. With
There's
4
some fun
people.
metagaming you can do with this one.
There is.
So for people that haven't seen this one before, this is actually one of the game modes I know.
Ooh, 3D
Basically,
chess.
the goal is to stay on one of the platforms, and so each time you walk over those little honeycombs, they disappear. Some of them disappear after multiple steps, but you can do some kind of fun stuff where you like jump between them to spend as much time in the air to minimize how many you break, or you can run around and kind of screw over other people so they don't have anywhere to go, which might be the tactic Olivier is trying to employ here.
Ooh, looks risky,
So yeah, he's staying high up for quite a long time.
which is probably bad because then everybody else is walking around underneath you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's
yeah.
one of the risks. I know one of the
Ooh.
dominant strategies for this mode when it first came out was to basically fall near the bottom fairly quickly and just run in a spiral inwards before anyone else kind of gets there to basically make it so people think there's going to be a platform underneath and they just drop when there isn't one.
Yeah.
Tricky to do. I think people wised up to that and I don't. Like, I think it stopped being the dominant strategy at least.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the traditional thing, right? Is that you get a strategy and then people figure out the strategy and
People figuring out a
Strategy.
counter to that strategy.
Yeah.
The meta, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've got a question for the chat since we've got a few people watching. One of the games we were considering for this type of stream was League of Legends. What do people think about League of Legends being a game we stream? I know people typically have quite strong opinions on that game. Olivia's doing surprisingly well. He is high up
He is,
still.
isn't he? He's just going to stay above everything, right? He's above the fray.
The thing is, he needs to not get
He's
scared.
going to run out of. He's going to run out of tiles, though.
Don't let the adrenaline kick in there. Everyone's watching you.
No
Don't-
pressure or anything.
Don't whiff it
Let's
now.
stop watching.
No, he's got this. Probably.
Oh, Mace, I've got no clue.
Oh,
No,
God.
he's not got this. He's definitely.
Oh.
Oh no, he's got this.
He's
Ooh,
ruined that
look,
person's
he's-
life.
Ah,
Bring that guy in.
no!
No.
That's all, no swear. All right, I'm going to ruin it for everyone then.
Now he's doing what you said, Kieran. He's just. Yeah. So, did you notice, guys, that the Witcher 4 is going to be Unreal Engine?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, so
Doesn't
there's lots
surprise
of
me.
these companies. I mean, it's weird, right? These guys have all had their own technology in the past, and yet they're all sort of
Yeah,
switching
Robin.
to a commercial, like what you would think of as traditionally as a competitor.
Mhm.
They're actually all sort of standardizing on this technology. Kind of
That,
interesting.
that next floor below you, Oliver, is the bottom for the record.
Ooh. Go for the outside tiles.
Oh,
Ooh, that's risky.
oh!
All right, time to run.
There's only one other person left. Olivier might actually have this.
He's got this.
So
Go.
he's panic running right now.
The
Like,
person in the center is just jumping. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Damn it.
no.
Got you.
That was well played from him. Somebody to stop in
Outplayed.
front of me.
Definitely
Wow.
need some kind of applause for that one.
Wow.
That
thought you
was
were
really
gonna
well
be
done
good.
of him. Let's report him as a group so we can.
What's this about trolling there, Kieran? Everybody should,
That's not the kind of trolling I like, for the
Oh,
record. That isn't
Uh,
playful griefing. That's just
Actually, about griefing, that happened in that Amazon
New World.
multiplayer game recently. Yes, New
Yeah.
World. Because what you were able to do is report other players, and automatically, if X amount of reports were in, that player was banned temporarily. Makes
Yeah.
sense. So what they did in Clan Wars, basically, you were able to fight other clans in the game. They decided, oh, instead of fighting that clan, let's find who is the strongest player within that clan that we're fighting and report against that player as a group. So what happens? That particular player gets temporarily banned. They go to the clan war. They've got one less good player down because of that.
But it wasn't just one less player. It was the entire clan.
It was the entire clan in some. So
the game used like an entirely automated report system, and so there's times where that's appropriate and there's times where that isn't appropriate. And so people very quickly figured out that the best meta game, right? If you've got 50 people going against another 50 people, is to make it so you're not going against 50 people at all. And so instead you report all of them, and then suddenly you get to capture the territory with no conflict, which is really quite a peaceful option when you think about it. They didn't have to fight for it; they just got to claim it, uncontested.
So we got a comment from Mr. Tribe. Play GTFO.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Well, I am trying to think. What is GTFO?
Well, I know what the acronym means.
I know what it means.
I know, but I can't imagine.
But I can't think of a game that's called GTFO.
No.
All right, viewers, if you can tell us what GTFO is, unless I'm missing something.
Is it like an escape game, like that actually uses the acronym appropriately? Yeah, no, I've never heard of it.
According to Bluet, GTFO
Ben,
is a survival horror first-person shooter cooperative game developed by in Studio 10. Oh wow! No, wasn't aware of that.
Right, Renata, you're going to get through this time.
Yep.
Oh, I hope so.
Everyone's wishing for you to get through.
Talking about video games, what are our viewers currently playing?
Oh yeah. Obviously, they're all playing. What's the Elden Ring thing?
Oh
that's been and gone.
Yes.
Or is
that was months ago now?
Gone,
it's been and gone, Phil.
Well, yeah. To be fair, like Twitter was like crazy with it for a while.
It's such a good game. It absolutely devoured my spare time for a good 6 weeks.
Oh, nice. The other day I bought Sekiro, basically the prequel. One of the
Sekiro.
previous Sekiro, yes.
Yep.
But I haven't played it yet.
Oh, I absolutely love Sekiro. It's basically the best rhythm game ever made, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yes.
Well, that's
oh.
Well, it's not just the environment that you need to fight, but the other people that get in your way.
I know, the other people. The other beings.
Hell is other people. That's what it is.
Those other people, damn them. Damn them to hell.
Oh. I made a crucial error there. I thought the green plates knocked you forward.
Ta-da! Number 3 qualified.
Right, I'm through. Easy. Easy class.
Nice. So Ali is currently playing the new Kirby game. Fantastic.
Oh, I really want to play that new Kirby game. It looks so good.
Yep. Oh, Mr. Tribe, we've got an RTS player who's currently looking forward to get Dune Spice Wars. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. Yep.
I think I'm currently watching Renata not get.
Oh no!
that was really unlucky, though. To be fair, I was spectating.
Clap, 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 clap.
Easy.
That's why I don't like multiplayer games.
We do some sort of single player game next time as well. I think. Like we typically do multiplayer, but I think there's space for us to just chat whilst some of us are playing single player games as well. And talk about some of the design decisions as well.
I want a sort of base building game where we can all build a raft or something.
Valheim, right? Surely that's Valheim.
Yeah. But that's got like evil people.
Avoid the walls and stay on the platform. Is that the one where? Oh yeah, that's the standard one. Yes.
What's that? Does what?
Avoid.
I don't know what's going on.
So blocks come up from the side. You gotta not get hit by them as they push you off.
Oh, it's not ideal.
So you just need to stay in the middle.
Well, they come from all kind of angles. I say they all come from one direction.
What you mean the boy band?
I was thinking of doing that joke, but I thought, nah.
It could be. You don't know.
Phil.
But they're really into games.
It's a boomer
Oh.
joke.
Well, it's just everybody getting in the way, basically.
Yeah, that's the most frustrating
That's the
part.
game. So I think one of the really interesting
Follow the
design
herd.
decisions that this game made was giving players the ability to grab each other, right? So if you press the trigger on the controls, I
What?
don't know what it is on PC.
You can grab each other.
You can grab each other and stop people from jumping,
What?
which I think is
Nobody's told me
hilarious.
Oh no, that's bad. No, I'm off. Nobody. Yeah. Okay. So
Oh,
grabbing other
I'm off.
people. Yeah, so you go.
Come on, Olivia.
Come on, Oliver. Yay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
No, he's
No. Oops.
Oh, no.
I was so frustrated that I pressed return to menu.
Let's
Are
get
we all
Phil up
done
then.
for?
Oh no, Phil's gone as well. Never mind.
Oh.
I thought Phil made it.
No, I was off. I was very off.
That's much harder. So when the game originally launched, that level was really easy, but they've significantly amped up the difficulty there.
So I've got halfway to getting the chicken feather costume, apparently.
Congratulations.
I'm just slowly grinding it out like you do
You
in
get
every
that
other
chicken
game.
costume one day.
I'm aiming for the chicken costume by the end of the stream.
I'm aiming
Season
to just
progress,
qualify
apparently.
to next round.
you
That's my.
got to start with the small goals first.
Yes. The good thing is that the levels repeat themselves, right? So you get
Yeah.
used to some of them.
Exactly. Like I think there's a fair few levels now, but they typically it follows some sort of structure. Like the first level's always one of the platforming levels, and then the second one's one of the puzzle ones, and so on and so on.
I do have a question actually that we can ask. I actually like the responses of people, and it's university related. What is your favorite moment as a lecturer at the University of Lincoln in School of Computer Science? Because favorite moment. Because what I really like is when it starts in October/September. The first time that I see one of the largest lecturing room in the Isaac Newton building. We've got a massive room of 500 seats, and all those seats are filled with first years who just started university. They're 18, 19 years old, or older, mature student, younger student, coming from different backgrounds, different stories, and they all started university, and all the staff members are there about to introduce themselves. It's a fantastic moment. I absolutely love that those 2 hours of just us introducing ourselves and meeting who we're going to teach, who we're going to work with for the next couple of years. And I really like that. Because for instance, I still remember some of the people who are currently in the chat. The first time I met them in their first year, and I got to see them grow from somebody who was, for instance, anxious about programming to someone who's making games in their spare time. So yeah, that's one of my favorite moments in the School of Computer Science.
My favorite moment was actually today, because we had a game design class for the masters, and we needed to come up with museum installations. And I was a bit worried that they might not find it very engaging, but they showed so great incentives, and so the designs were very good. And I'm eliminated again, but at least I feel fulfilled as a lecturer.
Just hold on to that thought.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know it's tricky for me. I think there's a lot of very kind of memorable moments, and definitely the first week of the semester of the new academic year, when the campus is basically on fire with the amount of students that are everywhere, and it's a really nice buzz. Like, I definitely like that. I think from a games computing perspective, there's a second year module called concept development, where students are basically asked to make a game, right? They work through the entire process of coming up with a concept and then developing that concept into a playable prototype. And typically that module has some of my favorite student-made games. And so one of my favorite moments is basically playing those games, right? It's one of the best modules to mark, because essentially marking it involves me playing 100 or so games that are normally of really high standard. I'm always very impressed with what some of our students make, even at level 2. I'm off right away because I was too busy focused on answering questions.
That's
That's what I said as well.
That would be my excuse.
Other people.
Ew. Yeah, so I reckon mine is. So I teach procedural content generation, right? 3rd year.
Okay, I'm not out yet.
And so there's a point where everybody's trying to present their stuff, right? And there's some really impressive work. And it's like, yeah, that feels good, right? It feels good that people have got engaged with it so much. Oh God, I'm definitely not going to pass this one. But people have got engaged with it, the idea of it so much that they've actually put like way more time in than they should have. So there was a guy who'd done like multiple systems, more than that what I would have expected, and he just did a great demo. It was very impressive. But that was good. I like that.
I don't know if anyone was watching.
Yes, Oliver.
I was at the end and I missed the very last jump as someone else got it through.
Oh, no.
That's infuriating.
Oh, so you actually failed there, Kieran? Is that?
I didn't get through. Yeah, didn't get through the
get
first
through
round.
either. Oof.
And yes, Will, that's correct. I do play 100 games from students every year, and yet I was the first to fall off. And I said, luckily, there's no correlation or requirement even to be good at games. Now, if we want to go play some Path of Exile, I'll be the best then. But in these type of games, it's not for me.
So, do you have a good build for Path of Exile then?
Always. I'm one of those people that spends more time in the build planner for that game than actually playing the game. Right, are we all out?
I thought Oliver was still in.
No.
Right. Let's get back to the menu then.
Yeah.
Actually, I did read a research paper the other week about that people who are into a particular video game tend to spend more time in activities outside of the game that are related to the game than playing the game themselves. Which kind of makes sense.
That's 100% the case for me, at least.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of game publishers are starting to realize that they should be monetizing the whole of your activity involving the game and not just the game itself. Although they're all choosing horrible NFTs and all of that stuff.
What do people in the chat think of NFTs?
Oh yeah.
Yay, nay? Or no strong feelings one way or the other?
Well, they're all excited to work in NFT enabled company.
Oh, I didn't get into a game.
What?
None of us did. Okay.
Yep.
Matchmaking cancelled.
We're ready up again. I thought Unreal Networking was good. That's what we said earlier.
So we've got Josh. Finding match.
Ali says that NFTs are bad.
But what does NFT stands for? Yeah, no, I remember.
Problem finding match.
I'll just wait for everyone to hit back into the lobby and then we'll try requeuing again.
Yeah, actually, I'm going back to the main menu as well. Yes.
Something's balked with their matchmaking.
Rather.
So yeah, I think Olivia
all right.
Olivia is not allowed to go back to his menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ali says that it's so bad that she jumped off her bed to say it's bad. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I'm going to restart my game.
Oh, you actually fully restart? Okay. I won't press ready then. Hands off the keyboard.
Can we play 3 players?
2 players?
3.
Well, we could, but I assume Olivia's not going to take too long to get back in.
No, with his monster rig.
Monster rig. It's almost about 2 years old now, a year and a half.
What? That's an outrage.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, I did buy
I
a
better
proper
not say
gaming
how old
rig a
mine
couple
is.
of years ago. Because mine was, before upgrading, it was 9 years old. And I had problems even running Jedi Fallen. That Jedi game. Actually, I need an invite.
Are you streamer 3?
I'm
2?
Socks free, yes.
Socks 3. It's a very memorable name.
Binary Overload says NFT is overhyped, but all Web3 stuff potentially has a use when it's less of a shiny thing and used in something actually useful. Yeah, the trouble is, it doesn't actually fulfill a purpose other than to speculate.
Nothing. And
Like
Web3.
No? Yeah,
There's some cool
maybe
Web3
not
stuff.
Web3, but the sort of the NFT.
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, don't get me started on NFTs. I'm going to stay mute because I'll end up ranting for another hour or so on NFTs, particularly when it comes to the context of games. But we're not going to go there
Why not?
because I'll rant for a whole hour, Olivia, and then no one needs to be subjected to me getting angry.
You know the sad thing about all of this though is that there's actually tons of like job postings. If you go on LinkedIn or something for games, right, there will be a load of like Web3/NFT/ whatever the Ethereum stuff. Like, there's lots of jobs right now for that.
Yeah, no,
So,
there's loads of jobs.
You're willing to hold your nose?
Well,
That would be a
I
thing
think
to do.
some of those jobs will probably do it in an ethical manner as well.
Well, they'll try.
Yeah, they might as well. I'm going to be optimistic. As long as I don't get NFTs in my game.
As long as I don't have to teach NFTs development,
Oh,
games
God, can you
programming.
imagine? Yeah, I would not be teaching if that was the case.
So we actually so me and Renata we teach on a master's level module. So in addition to the games computing degree that we do for undergraduates, we also have a master's degree called games development and design. And one of the modules on that degree is called game design methods and approaches. And what our current students are doing is basically been given a bunch of different kind of design tasks. And one of them was to make a game that's played on Twitch, like an audience participation game. And they picked the theme of NFTs as kind of what they're making their game around. And so they end up kind of going with this game where the Twitch chat kind of operates as the blockchain to generate NFTs. And then people can purchase the NFTs that are made in the game through the Twitch chat as its own kind of own network, or its own NFT space, basically to critique NFTs in general. Right? It's not meant to be a serious thing, but I love that kind of. I love what that student's doing. At least I think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
I just see CS Dude 01. I think currently you are following Oliver. I think that's whose stream we've got up at the moment. And yeah, who passed?
Me.
Oh.
Everyone, what? Fantastic! No, you didn't.
No,
sorry.
Wow, rubbing salt in the wound there.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, Renata, you're
No
no. Understand? It's a tricky game. When I stopped playing
think
it, I couldn't pass the first level either.
Next time, I think we have to let Renata pick the game so that she can
It's
show.
easy. It's easy on a controller.
So yeah, both me and Olivia are playing with controllers, and I think that's probably quite a large contributing factor. I mentioned it. We got.
I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. What we're supposed to be doing?
Go through the rings.
All right. There's one get through the rings.
To connect what we're saying about NFTs and the question from before about what module we would like to teach that is not currently available, I think there is a certain shift towards environmental aware game design. So I would like to have a module that discusses these issues and try to connect an industry, games, that is so energy consuming with a more social and environmental aware concept and understanding.
Yeah, I think that'd be really interesting. I think there's a need for it in the next generation of designers.
Yeah. And especially now with the energy crisis and all that, I think it's very pertinent and relevant.
I don't think I'm going to get through this round. So you've got to jump through 6 rings, by the way.
Yeah,
kind of. Oh, they jumped through my ring as I pushed the thing to the thing. That's wrong. Nice. Get one.
Oh, someone's
Somebody
trolling
came
you.
along and stole
someone
your
pushed
ring.
The crate while you were
Oh, I
trying to climb
I
on it.
didn't manage to jump through it.
Was that who did I grab then? Was that you, Oliver?
Yes. How dare you?
I was hoping it was one of the people streaming.
This is bad.
Oh man, I missed.
No. I'm not going to push this. Look at that guy. He just totally pushed the block. Ooh. Hey, I stole your ring.
If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. I'm through. Ha!
Oh,
No,
oh no,
this is bad.
the pressure's on.
This is very bad.
I just need one more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go on, no panic. By the way, CS Dude and Samuel, yes,
I'm
it
in
is a bit
panic mode.
juttering, but that's something that we'll take as feedback and try to work on for the next one. Even though I'm on connection, I'm not so sure why it's jittering, but I'm using Wi-Fi, could be the main reason. So next time I'll just run a cable to my router downstairs.
I mean, it was jittering on mine. I'm on the Uni's network, which is blisteringly fast.
Oh, come on, Kieran, you can do it.
Oh.
Focus on the game. Think about the rings. Focus on what you want.
one ring to rule them all.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh.
Oh,
What?
and he got 3.
This game is bad.
Yeah, it's just
It is
objectively a
bad.
bad game.
It is.
I'm not a sore loser.
Once again, I'm the last survivor.
So I'm just going to suggest, Olivia, could you share and then reshare your screen in between the things? I think that fixes the jittering a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a
sort of
StreamYard
self-buffering or
issue.
something.
So yeah, I think we're potentially look away from using StreamYard next time if that's the cause of these frame rate issues, which I think it might be.
We could always stream straight to YouTube or something,
Yeah, I think we'll just use OBS.
or Twitter.
No.
It's just a bit easier to do multiple perspectives through StreamYard.
Yeah.
But yeah. There's no reason in 2022 that we shouldn't be able to stream in 4K at 60 frames per second on a decent network.
No, I agree. I haven't tried it over cable connection though yet. What do I need to do? Oh, it's that one where I've got no clue. Stand on the tile of the
I'm going to be counting these fruit for you as well. So I think there's different types of fruit.
Yes.
So you're counting the specific types as well, right?
So
it's
2
one.
coconuts. Those
2
are the
lemons,
coconut
2
and 2 pears.
Malteser looking things.
Oh, Jesus.
Or is there a third one?
Are they? What kind of fruit are
There,
they?
I think they're coconuts.
Oh,
The
right.
coconuts and pears.
Where's the coconut?
The little brown ball with like a segment out of it.
It's a
Oh,
tie,
yeah.
so I'm gonna follow the crowd.
I didn't see the third pair, to be honest.
Nor did I. Count the fruit.
So there's passion fruit, 2 passion fruit.
Oh,
3 passion
There's
fruits, 2
a pear.
pears, 2 guava, whatever it
I
is.
see 4 passion fruit, by the way.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Right.
4
Your frame
passion
rate's a bit
fruit.
choppy.
Oh, my bad.
2 pears and 1. What was the one in the middle?
We've got some cooperation going on here to get Olivier through this round, which I'm not happy about, frankly.
Nope! He pushed me away. I didn't even know you could push others.
Yeah.
I know you can.
Oh my god!
Ah,
Excellently
Can I-
played by that
Can we
person.
report
call
them?
hack.
No, that's part of the game, Renata.
Shenanigans. I want my money back. Ah, that's it. There goes my hopes. Boo.
Justice for Olivia.
Boo.
Yeah, see,
I'm not-
frame rate's all right now. It seems to sort of come and go.
Yeah, I think it's due to the amount of pixels changing, basically, and
Yeah,
StreamYard's not really been ideal for video. Like, it handles webcams fine, so who knows? We'll fix it next time.
I think
What
my game has died because it's saying waiting for players.
Okay, well, we'll give you a couple. Actually, just want to Alt F4 and I'll reinvite you.
Yeah.
That's probably the quicker thing at this point.
Ooh, it's not Alt F4ing.
Oh,
It's not happy. It's still alive though.
So I just spotted we do have a name I haven't seen before in this chat. CS Judo 1. Hello and welcome to the stream. CS Judo 1, are you one of our students at the University of Lincoln or someone thinking to join us at the School of Computer Science? If he wants to say something, of course. I'm just picking out a random user in the chat. Perhaps they don't want to interact with us.
I wouldn't.
I would. Oh,
I would not interact with Olivia.
Well, yeah, there is that.
You're interacting with Sock Streamer 3.
Yeah, I only care about Sock Streamer 3.
The shade.
I think I've sent you an invite, Phil. I can't remember. I think you're Sock Stream 2, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Just loading up now.
I can't believe we've not... Actually, no, Oliver did get really close to winning. I was about to say none of us have got close.
Now I've got second.
I thought we might actually have a win on the stream, but...
yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
I thought that was going to happen.
You invited the wrong people, obviously.
I'm almost ready to get my costume. I've got...
I'm going to say... Sorry. Go on, Phil.
I need 25, whatever the thing points is for season progress.
Yeah, how do you get points?
By being successful in the game.
But I am collecting points, even though I'd never win.
I think you just get points for qualifying or maybe getting through checkpoints. I don't actually know.
Maybe getting style points. You know, you're just sort of doing things stylistically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or being
looking fly whilst you're failing.
Or being a decent player and not
being a decent bean.
Yeah, and not trying to mess other people.
You're trying to make other people's lives better.
What, being polite as you're sort of,
like,
welcoming people through the level.
I'm waiting for others to come before me and all that.
Are you thinking to create Fall Guys, the British version, where people are queuing
after you? It'd be quite an interesting design challenge, though, to try and encourage that kind of behavior when the game's so explicitly designed around griefing.
Yeah, but very often there's a lot of designs out there that are all about griefing, but of course it doesn't work like that because it's tricky to design for something that is not meant to be used in a video game.
No, sorry, I've got to focus on this. I can't lose.
Yes, yes.
No. I got bashed again.
Oh,
I'm through.
Yeah, I'm through. Thank God. Phew.
Oh, yeah, I qualified.
Hey, Josh, I'm currently not on the university. Oh, you got through, Renata got through!
Hey.
No! Okay, no, I got through.
Yeah, don't say you didn't after that. We've all clapped and applauded you now. You can't say you didn't get through.
Imagine that.
Oh, dear.
Right. Oh, it does a random level choice. Okay.
I've never played this one before.
No, I haven't. Never.
Oh, it's just to get to the end.
Oh, yeah.
Race. So how do you spike other people off the level then?
So you can do the little dash. So when you're midair, you can dash forward. It's with the X key. Was the X button even?
Oh, dear.
But if you jump very real quickly and then press X to dash, you do basically like a shove. Is how I equate it. And then the trigger grab, so you can grab someone just as they're about to jump, and they won't be able to jump.
Ooh, gravity!
Oh, it's all floaty.
Oh my God!
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
This feels more like Mario Sunshine.
The jumps are so floaty on when.
I got thrown away by.
You get starred.
I got starred. Oh no! I'm off again.
Oh God, that changes quick. Hot dang!
Ah, it's hard, man.
I think Renata now understands this game and the fun behind it.
Oh. How do you get past these laser beacon corridors? It's impossible.
No.
I'm not so sure what to
Kind
do
of-
now.
So you've got to go.
kind of-
There's like a bit in the
Feisty.
middle if you're where I was stuck.
Damn it.
Oh,
Oh,
God, the
I
pressure's
see.
on.
Hey.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh
I'm
no!
definitely
I'm, at
not racing to the finish.
I'm at the pinball bit.
The lightly
I'm
coloured.
hopeless. I'm hopeless.
Oh,
God.
that's impossible.
Whoa! I think.
Oh, how are you meant to do this?
Oh, come on! Don't push me out. I'm jumping up. There we go.
I'm at the same bit you are.
This
is
is
hard.
weird. This is quite tricky. Yep. Come on, you can do it, Kieran. There we go. Oh,
Oh, okay.
there we go. 6. You can do it
What
over the
the
line.
fuck? Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, Kieran's through.
That was more stressful than a Viva.
What am
Ah.
I doing?
Hey, my camera said no.
Oh, Olivia's disappeared.
I'm
It's gone.
Oh,
Ah, we
Qualified.
can all be in a bit of peace now that Olivia's gone.
hey,
Oh, so I
I
think-
unlocked an achievement apparently.
Oh, good job. Well, good job, Renata, on getting past the first level. That's a big
Yeah, at
milestone. You
At
earned it.
least I feel well with myself.
Do you feel a
good
sense of
about
achievement after
myself.
that?
Yeah. The trick is to set the bar really low.
Well, and
successful.
then you move it slightly higher.
Exactly. One step at
Um,
a time.
So yeah, I think it's just me and Oliver on these levels, right? Or is it just me at this point?
I think it's just you,
I got
isn't it?
through. I got through.
Oh, you got
Alright,
through. You
okay.
must have been
I
cutting it
did.
close.
Oh, are we on the same team though?
Yeah, we should be. Yeah, we are.
What do? You need to score basketball.
Oh, yeah. So Kieran got a ball and then threw it
And then
away.
lost it. No, it got
Oh, he got
taken
stolen.
off
did it?
me. Yeah.
Brilliant. That doesn't sound very fair, does it? Oh, right, I see. So your job is to just bash everybody else who's got a ball.
Do the blue balls have to go onto the blue side? I hope so.
I think it's just balls on one side. So we have to get
One
balls
all.
into
It's
the
one all.
goal.
Everything to play for. The lad's done well. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, Kieran, you lost your ball.
No,
No, get your ball back.
get
Oh
your
no,
ball
they're
back.
after it. Oh, I
This
see.
is-
Two
this is
people
stressful.
struggle over a ball. Ah.
Yeah, if you grab someone that's holding it, oh god.
If you grab
And you
someone's balls, is that what you're saying?
If you grab the balls, they pop into the air.
And you're
Yeah.
trying to eliminate anyone, right? Oh, but someone got a foul, like a penalty.
Foul. And this.
Yeah.
6-6.
Penalty. Kieran just blocked somebody else from getting a ball
Oh, that
and then got blocked.
that go in?
No, I don't think you're going to win, Kieran. I'm sad
I
to say.
want-
It's
I want
8.
to win.
Yeah, no, you might. Where do you actually push? Where do you take the ball to win it?
I don't know if we're meant to be scoring on this side.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Do the blue balls?
Oh.
No?
I feel like that was so close.
You almost had it in a thing.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's meant to be.
Eliminated. They're not sure either.
Oh, 9-8. See?
If anyone in the chat's played this, was I meant to throw it in the color that I am or in the opposite color? Because I don't know.
I'm
I
not
feel like I
sure
might have been
either.
just scoring against us the whole time.
No,
Luckily, I wasn't successful. Right, I
Somebody
guess we go
said
back to the
Oliver's
lobby.
turned into a test card.
Yeah, I did because I suddenly got an error message on my screen saying that the camera
Camera had
was
enough.
disconnected.
Oh,
around
right.
and off, yep. Yeah, we're all
Overheated.
out.
Overheated
So-
on the action. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have been scoring in the, well, I didn't actually score, but I think I was trying to score in the wrong area.
How do you actually do it though?
I think you got to get the balls, like the basketballs, through the hoops. Like you saw, there's like 3 hoops, and there was a fan to get some like some height.
Yeah.
And so you have to go on the fan, get the height, then chuck the ball into that hoop. Basically, like the Rocket League basketball game, but with the beans.
Hey, I've got
I think I'm stuck in limbo. I don't know
yeah.
if anyone else is, so I'm gonna have to restart. It's annoying, which means I have to re-invite everyone again.
No.
No.
know,
So
no.
here's an example of what not to do when you're programming multiplayer games.
Are these
I mean,
levels
you know, they're only
procedurally
worth like
generated?
20 billion. Oh, Kieran's gone.
Are these
Look-
levels procedurally generated?
No.
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 I think they
Right.
make a really interesting candidate for using procedural generation. Like there's definitely like a set of rules you can think of that would make sense for a level that would be interesting to navigate. But I think at the same time there's some kind of niceness that you can only really get with those hand designed levels, right? I think it would be tricky to make a PCG approach, not impossible, but tricky, that would like include those kind of nice choke points where players typically all clump together, which causes that havoc and that madness.
Yeah, you'd basically have that sort of, what you try and do is build a set of tiles of like parts of levels and then do the continuous, you know, like how did one tile compare to another.
I've sent invites to everyone. If you could accept them, pretty please.
No,
No.
I'm gonna play with other people.
Oh, everyone's the like
Yeah, you see,
it's
the-
like
the others now.
Mardi Gras kind of parade. I don't know
Don't
if
you
I have it.
have a chicken costume, Kieran?
Let's have a look. I honestly don't know.
Of course, he's got the chicken costume. Kieran's
on a
probably been
chicken
playing for like
costume.
6 years now.
6 years.
And counting.
I've got an actual chicken costume.
Ooh.
Is that what you meant, Renato?
Aren't you all fancy?
Well,
I'll
that's
be a
the
chicken for a while.
closest. I
What?
can work with that.
What actually is this costume, by the way? It's kind of part fruit, part bird.
It looks like a parade, like a Mardi Gras kind of parade.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Just
You
on
mean
it.
our costume?
All right, I've readied up. I didn't realize we were
Looks like
waiting
a
on me.
native costume. If that's the case, it's cultural appropriation.
Well, now you're playing with a chicken, so
So who's gonna win?
Follow the chicken. Can we all follow you, Kieran? Is that?
you could, but you're going to struggle to keep up because I'm going straight for the goal.
Oh, right. Okay. But you could beat down all of the doors and we can just.
Oh, so this one's fantastic. I absolutely love this level. This is, if you have watched Takeshi's Castle, this is the exact same from that that TV show where you run at a door and hope it isn't a fake door.
And,
Oh,
and sometimes the best tactic is not to be the first player.
Yeah.
Just follow the
Ooh.
crowd. Yeah. So we do have Matt A85, and I've got an idea who that might be. Asking in the chat, chicken costume stream when?
Never. Never if it's me.
Ooh.
Mainly because I don't own a chicken costume.
Ooh, hey, we got two, too. I'm
I'm
following
running.
somebody else who's in the. Oh, no.
Uh,
Bad. Bad. Oh, this has just gone wrong already.
oh God.
No.
I just love the absolute chaos that happens at each of the doors where there's just like so many people trying to get
so
through.
in the actual Takeshi game, do they have people fall like
It's gonna be
smash through
tight.
doors?
Physically
They
fall. Yeah.
have like
through.
yeah. Oh, good job. They have the exact same thing where basically people have to run as fast as they can and hope that it's a real door. Otherwise, they just
So,
hit like a piece of wood.
So they can hurt themselves.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. That's part of the fun of Takeshi's Castle.
So no one has ever sued the production company?
Well, they
think
presumably
because you have
sign
to-
some kind of
yeah.
release, right?
you basically have to sign a waiver saying, I accept this might hurt me. Some of the Takeshi Castle games are really kind of
I'm
dangerous.
sure this contract is not valid in any jurisdiction in all over the world.
It is in Japan. They've got game shows in Japan where they physically do you harm as part of the fun of it, like putting you upside down on a sort of perfect mirror in a desert, and then
With
burn
your
your nipples with
grandparents
like magnifying glasses and put
with
hot
your
sand on your
grandparents
feet.
watching you in the
People
bottom
in
left
Japan,
corner,
what are you
something like that.
So just to clarify what Matt's saying, I said I had a chicken costume in the game, not in real life. Let's make that clear. I do not own any chicken costumes.
Say that,
And
but we all
with
know
the
that's not
judge,
true.
Kiran,
What am I meant to be doing it? I know no one in the stream would judge.
I have no idea what's going on.
Press
You
the
need to press
buttons.
the button
But
of the color
What
that
happens
matches
when
the
the button
center.
is pressed?
No, I think you just got to press the center button.
I'm
Yeah,
pressing
but
the
you
center
need to
button.
press the
You know the
color.
one like up, the one that's actually
right.
up high.
Oh.
So they've pressed it 5 times,
Is
and
it-
our team have now pressed it twice, both
That's
of which
my
were me.
point.
I've got 11. Oh, it's individual.
Oh,
I've got 0 to 13. So this guy's obviously knows what he's doing, and I have no idea. I've
I'm
pressed it
not
once.
so sure either.
oh, it's not just the button in the middle.
Oh.
It's the button that's a different color.
Oh, right, the one that's
hey.
lit up.
Yeah,
Ah, damn it.
yeah, I realized that way too slow.
Right, yeah, it's the one that's lit up.
Game design.
You're basically in a one-on-one, and the button. Oh, damn it! Press the button that's lit up. This guy's the one ahead of me, so yeah.
Oh, I think I'm out. Yeah.
Ah, eliminated, yeah.
Two.
Oh,
All right,
Is
so we do have to go
everyone
ahead for the
eliminated?
costumes. Yeah, I'm eliminated as well. So is everyone out?
Yep.
Oh,
well, that wasn't a very successful go, was it?
nope.
Well, the game wasn't immediately obvious.
No, I had no idea what was going on. The person must have been so happy that they were against us.
I wasn't a fan that this was a one-on-one, literally.
Mm.
Well, how do we always get onto a cat called Marmalade?
You can blame the problem-solving module.
Yeah, exactly. They've all got flashbacks to a cat called Marmalade. Renata's not seen the majesty of the problem-solving module yet.
No.
It's worth so it's a first-year semester A module, Renata.
Mhm.
It's worth attending the lectures,
Okay.
just so you then know why everyone's talking about the problem-solving module.
I'm planning on attending multiple lectures.
Yeah, that
for
one's definitely an experience not to be missed.
For sure, coding lectures.
Mm.
Who teaches those?
Kevin.
So Kevin teaches problem solving. I think James Brown teaches some of the first year programming fundamentals modules, or the programming fundamental module. As does Mark sometimes as well.
Mhm.
Ali, the games guys got invited to it as well as a sort of extracurricular.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not part of the games program, simply because we
Okay.
wanted another games development module in that first year. But you can still attend problem solving.
Just to experience the sort of Kevin-ness of it. So what do we do here?
Find the exit.
I think it's just to get to the end.
Oh, right.
Yep.
I can maybe
Finally,
do
a nice simple one.
Oh, no.
Simple.
That's not how I would call it. I'm already struggling. Can I go from downstairs?
Oh, I'm off again.
Yeah, I think you can actually. I think you can take the
Yeah.
low road.
I am taking the lower road.
I may sound
You'd be better off
old,
doing
but
that.
there's a lot of visual stimuli on this one.
You will. These sound old. I quite like the aesthetic of this level, actually.
Oh man, I want
Oh,
Oh, they even added
Went
those
up here.
rhinos. Oof.
For whatever reason, that level clicked with me because I've already qualified.
how dare you, sir? I think I have a lot more luck with the old rhinoceri. So how does one get back up?
One does not.
One
22.
Oh, dear.
Come on, Oliver. There we go. Skill. Skill McGill, as they would say on a popular TV show. Wah, wah.
Oh dear.
qualify. Eliminated.
That was a hard first round, frankly.
That was,
That's a hard
yes.
level.
I'm just gonna rage quit this one.
I'll say I'm not
Well,
playing.
technically, I was already disqualified anyway, but you know.
can I go for a minute to?
Yeah, of course.
I'm eliminated anyway.
No, you don't get to drink because you keep getting eliminated.
Tail tag. Aha.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate this
Do
one.
you know the grab button now?
Yeah, I've got the controller, so I'm fine.
Ah, yes, yeah. I meant
It's only
Phil.
me and you in this.
Oh. So today on stream, we're going to grab each other's tails. I know, that was a bad one. Come on, people in the chat made the balls joke earlier.
Someone's
No.
just standing still with their tail. That's an interesting
Yes.
tactic.
Sally just mentioned she had Wenting, Athanasius, and James.
Yeah, that sounds
Wingate
about right.
on Programming Fundamentals. Our esteemed colleagues.
I feel like there's way more tails than not tails, it seems like.
What I think we should do is we should invite some of our CS colleagues to play games with us.
They'd probably be better.
Yeah, but yeah, to be fair, James probably would be.
I know James was playing Elden Ring recently.
Yeah, exactly.
Although, to be fair, I'd quite happily do a stream playing Elden Ring because I'm good at that game.
They don't do a multiplayer Elden Ring, do they?
No, well, so there is multiplayer in Elden Ring technically. Like you can co-op and you can invade.
Right.
Also known as
Oh.
asynchronous multiplayer.
How many of the people in chat have actually played Elden Ring, by the way? Because I've not played it myself. Have you played it, Oliver?
No, I haven't. I've been busy playing Age of Empires 4 in single player.
Oh, right. What's it like?
Actually,
think-
really fun. It's a really well done single player campaign.
Ah,
Also, parts of the missions are played in Lincoln, which is really cool. You play the first and second Battle of Lincoln to attack Lincoln Castle, conquer it, and then you've got to defend it.
The
Really cool
second
mission.
Battle of Lincoln.
Yes, yeah, there
Was
were
there
two
a
major
first?
battles. Yeah, there were
Yeah, there
two
was.
major battles. Yeah, I only know that because of playing the game. It got
what do
really
you think
cool.
about those
video.
big castles? And that big
Oh, yeah,
wall.
that's true. Yeah.
Avoid
It's
getting
just Oliver, by the way.
Did they knock the first castle down and then build the second one?
I think it's
Like
like having tiered defense, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like if they get through the first castle, then they have to get through the second.
Mm.
avoid falling into the slime. Not sure
As
how.
for as Large Rabbit Owner has just said. Now I'm
Well-
curious about the username Large Rabbit Owner. Do you indeed own large rabbits, or are you just a fan of large rabbits and you proclaim to own them when you don't? But also your question. We did actually have Kevin on the stream when we were playing Sea of Thieves a while back. And Kevin did not enjoy the Sea of Thieves. I think it caused him motion sickness, if I'm recalling correctly.
All right.
But we might be able to have him back to not play Sea of Thieves.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that was quick.
Having
You're
kept
through as
back
well.
to Dead by Daylight or something.
This might be when Oliver wins.
No pressure. Ah!
Hey,
It's the
set it
same.
up.
It's
Set
the
it up
same
for
in
that.
any streams that I do. Whenever I'm streaming, I'm doing fine. It's like, no pressure, Oliver, but everyone's watching you.
We're watching
Like
you
that.
intently, hoping for success.
Literally
Not
all of us watching
just
your every
hoping.
move.
Hoping,
Oh,
just hoping.
Oh, it's
Just
back
right.
to the hexagons one again.
I think there's only a couple of different like final rounds because I swear you always see this
Right.
one or the there's like grab the crown as the other final round.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
So here's the question for you all, right? If you were going to design this game, where would you put all of your effort?
the
Like where would
networking.
you put all of your sort of level design
Oh, level design.
time?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because you just mentioned a really key point here, right? That almost nobody will ever get to these end levels. So why would you make lots of
Yeah,
them?
you don't get to those end levels as frequently, right? So why have many of them? Yeah, so I probably make sure the first 2 to 3 rounds have the most diversity. I think that's exactly what the developers have done as well.
So what would you do to make it so that more people could possibly like get through?
I wouldn't,
One
Phil.
of the things one of the things
That's-
we've seen is that like it's quite easy to not.
I wouldn't change anything. I think that's the fun of the game, right? I think if you
Like,
could get through.
I think we've established that you're more trolley.
No, but it's not even trolling. Like, I think that this is it actually harkens back to the kind of discussion on the internet around difficulty, right? When Elden Ring came out, there was lots of discussion around, should it be easier to play that game? Should it have an easy mode? And I think it's the same here in Fall Guys, where I think if you started making it so more players could get through by making the level easier, I think you take away some of the satisfaction that does happen when you do get through, right? When you get through to the final, that's actually, even if you don't win, it's still quite exciting. Hence why we're all kind of pumped up that Oliver's managed to get to the final again, and we're hoping he's going to win. But the fact that he got there as it is still rewarding in itself.
Yeah,
That would be my, like, I'd be very hesitant, and I have the same stance on Elden Ring. I'd be very hesitant to want to add an easy mode to Elden Ring. Oh, you absolutely fluffed it. That was awful. Why
But
did
here's
you do
the thing,
that?
though, Kieran. Right, you're applying the same design, right, from Elden Ring.
No, I'm applying the
to-
same philosophy.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
I think
okay,
that's the
but that's
difference.
the point is that this is surely a more casual game than Elden Ring.
I wouldn't call this
But-
casual, though. That's
So
the
I
thing.
would say, I'd say it's easy to play, but it has a lot of depth. This has already been kind of evidenced, right, by the difference in skills of us, right? But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a casual game.
Are
I'm
we
trying to
all
think of the end of my sentence.
eliminated?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I think that was it, right?
Yep. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Ooh,
Yeah, I've lost my train of thought entirely whilst when Olivia didn't make it through.
Yeah,
do
thanks
it.
for blaming me.
what
Yeah,
you're playing, yeah.
I'm crying. Sock Streamer is now a party starter.
Congratulations.
How did that happen?
From not winning.
Yeah. So
No, I think-
so far out of us four, I'm the only one who got to the last round.
Yeah, that's killing
Come
me
on,
inside
guys.
for the record.
You
Yep.
have 2 silver medals?
The equivalent, I guess, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm just happy
Hello.
I got the silly costume.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the point I was then going to make. Right, is even difficult games, even casual games have to have some difficulty to kind of have that aspirational nature, right, to keep playing.
Or
Also,
just
yeah,
lots of
it's-
loot that you can collect.
Yeah, but that's still aspirational.
Yep. It's
Yeah, okay.
also one
Yeah.
of the main sources of fun as well. That little challenge that you have to
Yeah, well, yeah.
overcome.
Challenge is a type of fun, right?
It
We're
is.
using,
It is.
using Mark LeBlanc. And
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
their
The 8
theory
types
of
of fun. Yep.
Yep. Challenge is up there.
It's an old paper, but I still value it.
Yeah, so now has anybody come up with a better set of fun? A better classification of fun?
I think Renata might have some opinions on this. I know we've talked about this previously, right? In regards to classifications of game experiences and stuff.
I'm against classification in general.
So I think that's it, right? I think one of the issues with fun, if we're using that term, and this is something we do teach on the course when we start talking about fun, is fun subjective, right? And everyone can find fun in different ways. And so some people, some industry people and some game scholars have tried to classify different bits of fun or different aspects of fun to allow us to potentially more effectively design towards it. But those classifications always have some limitations as well, right? I think that's where Renata's criticism lies.
I'm okay with using some frameworks and classifications as a tool for concept.
I'm gonna be first.
Sorry,
No,
I was
second.
talking over your.
No, talk over Olivia, just saying you're gonna be first.
Exactly. It's important to be. You've done it. Have you done it?
Is that all of us through?
I am.
Achievement unlocked.
Hang on, Phil.
All
Phil,
of
did
us
you get
got
through?
Yeah, I got through. Yeah.
Nice.
All got
All
through.
4 of us.
Well done.
Wow, we've
Only
done it.
took
It
us
took
an hour and a half.
an hour and a half.
Clap, 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 clap.
How embarrassing.
So yeah, as I was saying, I'm not against classification as a tool for concept development, as long as we don't get it as this holy grail that it dictates everything that we design and how we analyze and approach games.
I mean, that's a quick way to make it not fun.
Exactly.
So here's
Okay.
here's a question for you guys. There's one of my sort of pet peeves for like research, right, is that you read papers about like emotion, and they have this sort of this classification mechanism. Or pretend like it's one thing, right? It's a very sort of defined set of things. Actually, the person who wrote the classification said that it wasn't as simple as he was making out. So people were misquoting this paper forever, this emotional research paper, and just sort of basically taking exactly the wrong, the wrong thing from it.
Yeah.
I'm off.
And I kind of wonder if that's true for most research, is that like you get these really complicated issues, actually people distill them into the simplification of it.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to just keep on the platform? Is that the goal of
Yeah, and I couldn't do that.
this? This is one I can actually get behind.
No, one wrong move. Wop, 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 wop.
Well, it's
I was
fine.
so
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
I was
Did
so
you get through,
close.
Phil?
Yeah.
And Renata?
Bravo!
Renata,
I was
did you get
so-
through?
No, I was the last
Oh.
one that fell.
Oh wow!
Oh,
So Phil, you're the first.
it's Phil.
First
Ah,
time. Nice.
We got to cheer Phil on.
easy.
Woo.
Of course, the next round is one where I have no idea what's going to go.
Almost certainly.
Grab and hold onto a penguin to score points. I don't
That
even
sounds
know how to grab.
Random.
Oh.
The shoulder button, Phil.
Yeah, kind of not helping there, Kieran. I mean,
click,
where are
left
the
click.
penguins?
try left click.
By the way,
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
there we
There you
go.
go.
Talking about research.
Where are the penguins? Though?
Kieran, do you have currently any interesting third-year research projects going on?
I definitely do. Let me have a think which one would be interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's
No,
already there.
because while you were thinking, I was thinking of one of my students is doing procedural quest generation and world generation.
Oh,
But
nice.
you've got a quest that is procedurally generated within an RPG game, but in addition, it tries to generate a visual history around that quest to enrich those procedurally generated quests. So it's not just about, hey, can you collect rat tails? But no, it tries to create a world at the same time where the world is overrun by rats, and the rats have to be killed for a reason. It's not just a random quest generated without a backstory. It tries to create a backstory and the narrative in addition
Yeah.
to generating.
It's not looking good for you there, Phil.
No,
There's a penguin though.
can't grab it. I don't know how to grab it.
So yeah,
There you
actually,
go.
I think that's really
I've grabbed it.
interesting, Oliver. So you got to hold it for 25 seconds, then you're
Ooh,
free.
right. Oh, I see. Right. So it's just
What was I
a.
gonna say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so
that's-
I've
because other people got there first. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, one of my students is doing something kind of similar, but from a very different angle. So they're actually looking at procedurally generating quests in the same way that your student is. But what they're interested in is to try and to actually generate those quests to have emotion and an appropriate motive attached to them. So obviously we typically see in Skyrim was one of the kind of use cases of this, that procedurally generated quests typically really hollow in their design. As Olivia said, it's go kill 10 rats. But there's not much really meaning behind killing those rats. So yeah, what this student's been looking at is actually generating like almost family trees in some instances. So it will be the wife or the widow, their husband was killed by someone, and so you're actually going to kill that person, and so it tries to attach some meaning and emotion to that quest rather than it just being a rat that has no connection.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. It is actually similar-ish to the students' work.
Yeah,
it's trying to add basically more narrative.
Yeah, they're both trying to solve the same problem, which is bland generated quests, but they've taken two very different approaches. I think that's really interesting.
It is.
The one I was going to talk about until you mentioned that, one of my third year project students is looking at players' kind of behavior when it comes to risk and reward in the game, and kind of what information motivates them to be riskier as opposed to not being risky, and what kind of reward encourages that. And so what they've made is a really cool roguelike game, similar to games like Dungeons of Dreadmore and similar to games like Rogue, hence why it's a roguelike. And in one of the versions of the game that you can play, the room, like before you go in the room, it has like a color code to basically say how dangerous it is. And so once you're in a room, you have to complete it. And so what this allows players to do is they know, right, if the room's red, it's going to be a dangerous room, but it's going to have a decent piece of treasure in it that's going to help them. And so it lets them make an informed decision against not knowing that. And so they're currently having other people play it to try and figure out if people like that. Because it sounds okay in theory, but what their project's looking at is if that actually has a positive impact to the player experience overall. How about Phil? You're supervising some third year projects.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we do. We all seem to have quite a lot of procedural content generation, right?
It's all the rage at the moment, though.
Yeah. So, I don't necessarily want to give away what the students doing because they might against people. Yeah, but
you could refer to one from last year that you found very interesting.
Oh yeah.
Because for instance, last year or the year before, I forgot about one of the students did its PCG again. He looked at procedurally generating poems and absolutely loved the thesis. That he looked at Welsh poems and tried to feed them into a machine learning algorithm to create procedurally more Welsh poems. And it was really, really good because he went.
It was really good.
Yeah, I guess you also read the thesis.
Even I've seen it. It was good.
So if he happens to be inside the stream, kudos to you.
How does one judge the Welshness of a poem?
Ooh.
How many syllables?
Yeah. Incredibly long words that nobody can spell.
Right, I made it, and we've lost Olivia again. It's become the barcode.
Sure, I did not.
Oh, I don't think I'll make it. There are only 2 people.
Oh yes, I'm back to barcode.
Springboarded backwards.
I
definitely didn't make it.
I don't like this tundra level.
Yeah, it's tricky. I think a lot of the first levels are significantly trickier than I remember them being. I don't know if it's because lots of people are a bit better at the game now. So when I was first playing this, when it had launched, most people didn't know, the optimal path through the level.
Yeah.
So it was a lot easier to qualify. I'm going to use that as my reason why I'm not doing so well now.
I still say we should play like a sort of like multiplayer, like an MMO kind of thing. But
I would love, I mentioned this before. MMOs are my passion. I'd love nothing more than to play some MMOs in the context of this type of stream. But I think, I'm not sure what game would be suitable. I think it's quite tricky to pick an MMO, right?
well, I mean, so what was that game I used to play? Damn it! It was a free-to-play game that had some really cool visuals, but also had quite a fun sort of boating mechanic. So basically, you could play the game and get a boat, and then you could get multiple people on your boat.
Not Arcade.
There was quite a Arcade, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. And that was actually, I mean, their launch was really bad, so they didn't do too well. But the actual game itself, like the casual gameplay of just sort of going around the world on a boat, was really good.
You're almost suggesting Sea of Thieves at this point.
No. So it was a very different aesthetic, and the gameplay.
Yeah, no, I played Arcade.
So I played Arcade, right, and I delivered stuff on a donkey. That was the gameplay loop, right? Basically going around the world, buying goods, delivering it.
Yeah, that's why I loved. So I doubt many people have already played Star Wars Galaxies because it didn't have that long of a life as far as online games go. But that's exactly why I loved Star Wars Galaxies so much, because you could basically play like a helpful player, right? So you could play like a medic that would just stay in a town and heal people when they came through. And the game was encouraged around that type of play. And likewise, those people that would be deliveries or delivery drivers. Uber drivers, basically, but for
the old
Star Wars
game, the old Star
Wars.
Yeah,
not Knights of the Old Republic. This was the original Star Wars MMO.
Yeah, I like the old.
Before they redid it, because it had like a relaunch as well, where
it
became very much WoW.
I would enjoy playing Red Dead Online. That was fantastic, but the problem is, it requires a good PC to run.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not an easy game to understand right from the get go.
Free Dragon Fruit.
Free Dragon Fruit.
What's that in the corner? It was an orange.
Yeah, I feel like I saw. Oh, it's got to be the Dragon Fruit, right? There's definitely 3 of them.
Okay.
See, someone tried to push me off then. Yeah, I
know. So 1, 2, 3.
4 of those papaya.
Papaya.
Oh, it's the maximum count that you're looking for then.
And 1 coconut.
2 coconuts.
No.
How many raspberries?
2, I think.
1.
Papaya.
It's got to be raspberries.
I think papaya.
I think it's papaya.
Ah!
It's
papaya.
I should have listened to my colleagues.
You didn't papaya.
Raspberries.
I didn't papaya raspberries.
2.
That was good.
3
I'll take that one.
Oh yeah, we could play Elite Dangerous. No, the trouble is that it's not particularly interesting.
I'm not sure. I've seen people
it's atmospheric, but it's
games,
not particularly exciting.
Is it those?
Yeah, I think the raspberries were the most.
Ta-da! Hey.
I think, Kieran, we should definitely go with No Man's Sky.
And I've been playing it recently, actually, with some friends. After they added some new stuff in a patch.
Yeah.
I absolutely love No Man's Sky.
There's only 2 left.
Yes.
Ooh. Because I know how to count fruit.
No pressure.
Oh my god! Yes,
is
literally 2 of you.
Yeah.
I hope it probably grabbed the crown.
Oh,
there's this one. What the heck with 2 people?
That's gonna be boring.
This is gonna take forever.
Just
go for trolling. Just go straight for the other player.
Let's do that. I'm gonna do that.
That's what you can do if there's 2 people.
Grab them and throw them to the ground.
That's what you got to try and do, right?
Yeah, but let's see
if them make a
mistake.
mistake.
Do it too.
Yeah, you need to drop kicking.
Oh,
you've already failed. No. Yeah, so Large Robert Owner says Elite 1985. Yeah, let's play that. I think what we should play is Star Citizen. Oh no,
Star Citizen.
Yet. If it ever gets finished,
Not
we can play it.
In
There's,
30 years, we can play it. Phil.
Yeah.
There's an online
Ah.
RPG about Jane Austen. We can play that.
Online RPG.
About Jane Austen.
characters.
Amazing.
Right, okay. Yeah, well,
What's
for
it
that.
called? Can you link it in the chat or type it in?
I think it's Jane Austen.
Just- well, I think if I
I
Google
don't
that,
think
I'm
the
probably gonna
search
get
term
a
would
wiki
work
page.
particularly well.
Throw them off.
How is he running faster than me?
Maybe
Hacks.
he has
Actions.
something, a secret weapon.
Nah, it's, what's it? Pay to win.
Okay. Ash, that person knows what
They
I
know-
was
they,
trying
they've
to
got a
do.
strategy. Might not be a good strategy, but they've got one.
So it's the last person standing.
I mean, looks like they're just. If you play
They
this
did.
smart, I think you've won. By the way,
Yes.
you're already
think
on the
you've
bottom,
won,
or they're on the
yeah.
bottom.
Yeah, I
Just,
think
just,
it
just do jumping rather than running. Yeah,
Yeah, but
really
they're gonna
pad
do the
out this
same.
game time. Yeah, but they're lower down.
What, you're just going to whittle them down so they're
Yeah,
so
this is
like bored.
the
As
war
long as
of
I don't do
attrition.
mistakes. All right, for the
Ooh.
next 15 minutes, it's just gonna be
It's a war of attrition.
No, this is thrilling.
It's almost Company of Heroes.
Hey,
Oh, you make me kind of anxious the way you do the jumps, Oliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is no casual game for sure.
You feeling triggered?
Yeah.
I think the issue, this is potentially quite a hot topic, but the issue is how we define what casual is, right? Like,
yeah.
is casual to do with accessibility? Is it to do with complexity? Is it to do with time invested? Like, there's so many different kind of ways of approaching what a casual gamer might be. Like, I would definitely consider this game casual because you can play it in 5-minute bursts, unless you're doing this level with Oliver and you can play it in 20-minute bursts.
Yeah, for me, casual is about body posture. If I
Body
can play
posture.
on my
Yeah,
bed,
okay.
yeah. It's casual.
But you could play
Thing
like
is, I've got to
Civ
think-
5.
I've got to
Sorry,
think of an
without
exit strategy as
burning-
well.
Without burning my lap because the laptop.
Right, yeah, of course. I can't see how Oliver can lose this, but I'm
No.
Yep.
going to see how they just do.
There's no
You can't
way.
see it yet.
Because the person beneath me is doing exactly the same thing,
Yeah.
but he's leaving holes to annoy me.
Yeah.
So I've got to think of an exit strategy. Hence me
Oh,
doing
God,
this
this-
side first, so I can
Wow,
go
we're going to
into
be here
next
for the rest
part.
of the stream.
I'm hoping
How
that he's
far-
making holes with some kind of naughty images or something.
How
just
far
to,
down
make it more
does
interesting.
this go?
Like, yeah, I think there's still 2 more floors down from where the other player is. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah,
he's on the
but
We
bottom
got
one
blue-
yet.
blue, purple, and yellow below. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to start getting an X. No, don't go that way. Oh, okay. That is not the way I would have gone. I'm backseat gaming to the max.
Damn it.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Stress.
Is Oliver going to go down to blue?
Yep,
Yeah.
kind of have to.
Ooh.
Oh.
So what level is the other person on then? Purple or
I
yellow?
prefer not to know.
I can't see them anymore.
Maybe they're off already and it's just Oliver by himself.
I think I just
No.
saw them over on the left-hand side, bottom floor, maybe.
Oh yeah, I think they're in the bottom floor.
Is that another set of blue underneath? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Oh, I'm gonna cry! I'm gonna cry! I'm gonna cry! I'm gonna cry!
Hey!
I'm gonna cry!
Bravo, Oliver!
What a nice way, I think, to potentially end the stream as well, right? We've got another 5 minutes, but I think let's end on a high note of someone actually winning.
Yeah.
Winning.
Socks,
Winner,
won.
chicken dinner.
Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
good job, Oliver.
Thank you. That was as Phil said, attrition.
The war of attrition.
We need Chris's like cheers soundboard.
Yeah, we don't have no
Just cheering.
soundboard to give Oliver some applause. We can do an imaginary applause. I'm sure everyone in chat is very happy as well. But yeah, I think let's wrap that stream up here. You know, we've only got a couple minutes left, and we're end on a nice high note. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, at least. For the people that have applied to the games course at Lincoln are still considering whether to accept. If you do have any more questions, please feel free to email me at khicks@lincoln.ac.uk. My details are on, if you just Google Kieran Hicks, you'll see me as well. Or any of the other lecturers you've seen today to ask any questions. And if not, thanks for watching. And we hope to see you again, because we will be doing more of these streams over the next few months. And thank everyone, thanks to my co-hosts as well, right? Oliver, Dr. Love, and Phil.
Yep, and thanks a lot to all the viewers. Thanks a lot to Large Rabbit owner, Allianz staff, Josh, just to name a couple of people who are still in the chat. So thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
you,
my
Kieran.
mother and my father.
Thank
Thank
you,
President Nixon and trying to think
Anyway.
I can't think of a famous person. Thank Will Smith. No, not Will Smith.
Oh,
No. Somebody's going to walk on stage and slap you in the face.
yeah, let's say we're done.
It's a good way to wrap it up. Yep.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone, and we'll see
All
you
right.
next
I'll
time.
see you next
See you
time.
later.
Thank you very much.
Bye,
Have a nice
everyone.
weekend,
Thank
everyone.
you.
I'm going to play more games now. Haha. Bye.